Welcome to the Pastime Picks Podcast. I am Keith, Vintage Sport Flips.
I'm Andy, the King of Pennants.
Guys, so back to a sports topic this week. We did a little movie draft last week, and we didn't really put that up for a vote, but we just assume I won, Andy.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't think it's, that's not as important as just the fun of the draft and time. Yeah.
I feel like ever since I've been coming back on you.
No, I'm just super busy. There's too much on my plate right now.
Right, I'm just kidding with you.
I keep layering stuff on my plate, and it's like I'm almost at a breaking point, so I'm trying to reel back a little bit. I don't want to burn out, right?
That's right.
But guys, what we're going to do this week is we're going to we decided to build the perfect center, drafting by player of like 5 different attributes. So we're going to draft like the best centers for like inside game, outside game. We sort of combined rebounding and toughness. You can sort of take it however you want. Yeah. Defense, and then like court vision, passing, and such. So
you see that? I feel like you see this a lot on like build your perfect wide receiver and stuff like that. Or it's done a lot in football. I don't think it's done as much in basketball, which is kind of cool. I think so.
Yeah. We talked about doing a football one, but it seems more topical to do basketball.
I think we could do that at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. When it gets closer, training camp and such, we'll do that.
Baseball,
okay, Mike's in the house.
Baseball, you could potentially do.
Yeah, we'll do it all. So
soccer, badminton.
Build your perfect YouTuber. All the categories.
I don't think so.
What's up, Mike? Hawkeye Mike in the house.
Yeah.
And then obviously we're gonna have a giveaway this week, as always. We're gonna this is week 3 of our 13 week this time. Cumulative $50 giveaway, $50 gift card to our eBay store. So clarify that. So before I forget, guys, also anyone into card breaking, we got to plug the break, Andy.
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, it's not my break, but yeah, of course.
Yeah. So we got. Well, I don't know,
is there a way to like track the biggest, like, the people that spent the most money with you? I've got to be up there in the breaks. I feel like.
I don't think you are. But you're up there. I mean, you're up there. But you buy a lot of teams. But there's several people who buy a lot.
No, I know.
Yeah. I don't know, though. I'm sure I could do it. I don't know how to do that. But yeah, on the morrow, 10 p.m., I'm doing a football break on dibditcards.com. My first break is going to be a totally certified mega box, 2 Donruss Optic blaster boxes, and a 1989 score pack.
Yeah.
Barry Sanders hunt. So bid those lines up, ladies and gentlemen.
Or Deion Sanders. You could put Deion, Troy Aikman.
Oh, it's a loaded. Thurman Thomas.
So you don't need to bid on the lines at all.
Yeah, bid them up. And then in the second break, Andy, I don't think I've told you exactly what I'm breaking yet, but I'm going to do a Donruss mega box, which I think are arguably a lot better than the Optic mega boxes. Donruss mega box, a Panini Contenders blaster box, and then 2 Optic fat packs or hanger packs. So that should be a good one. And then we're working a little
not hanger box, right? Okay.
Not hanger boxes. I have them for a future break too, but and then I'll have some pieces of the past stuff after that, which we've had some bangers and pieces of the past.
Yeah.
Was
that a quad or a triple or something last time?
Quad.
Yeah, that's
you remember the 4 guys?
I mean, I know it was like Dillinger and Capone, Bugsy Siegel, was it?
Yeah.
And Meyer Lenski. Is that what it was?
Yeah, Myers Lenski. Yeah, that's yeah, Dan hates when I talk about the breaks on our show. It's all about the breaks tonight here, Dan.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I was talking about the breaks. And guys, if you're into baseball more than football, head over to Did the Cards right now. Don't leave the podcast. Maybe open up another tab. Go over, get your bids on.
Make sure you tell everybody how a phone works.
And get your bids on rod picking and punching's break tonight. You can bid up until like at some point. I don't know when the bidding ends, but he's doing a 6 blaster Bowman break. Bid on
say that again.
6 Bowman blaster break. I nailed it.
Yeah, you threw a little extra in there, didn't you?
So guys, check that out. Bid on the Tigers, bid on the Royals. Bid
on the Senators too, Washington.
Yeah, Nationals.
And on
And the next break, Andy, the biggest break I have planned, that's going to be an awesome break. June 22nd, Sunday. Yeah. I'm doing a break with Tim over the years. It's going to be a
what day is it? Sunday, you said?
Sunday night. Okay. A Bowman Mega, 3 Bowman Blasters, and a 1957 Topps set break that has 1 PSA 7 graded card in it.
Yep.
I'm excited about the set break. I mean, I'm hoping to pull a monster for someone.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
No,
there's plenty. There's probably, I don't know, 20 or there's probably close to like 30 or 40 like Hall of Famers in there, I would think, right?
Yeah, and I think there's probably at least like a dozen cards that are in a PSA 7. You're approaching 4 figures, right? I mean,
I would think.
Yeah, I got to look.
I mean, you're probably tail end on that. Like, not tail end, but like maybe the 10th player is still like you said, Calavito or somebody like that. That's still probably
that's a rookie card, Calavito, rookie that year. Yeah,
but like I think I mean, what I know, K-Line would be, I think, close to 4 figures. Certainly, Mays and Mantle and
Williams. But Ted you Williams. Get the Brooks Robinson, Franks Robinson, Drysdale rookie cards. I mean, that's
all of those are probably at a 7. Yeah,
yeah. So any of that, I'm going to pull somebody one of those. That's June 22nd. So check that out. But that's enough of a plug, Andy. Other than my big Did the Show on Sunday night.
Yeah.
65 lots, Andy. Memorabilia, some toys, some clothing, some banger clothing. Everything starting at $2. That's on Sunday night, 7:00. Mrs. Flips will be helping me.
Very good.
All right. That's enough plugs, Andy. Get back to business here.
I didn't, not a single plug from me, my friend. You spent
this Sunday,
the first 7 minutes are an infomercial for Keith's Dibbed It and card and all that.
This Sunday night, Dan. Let me actually see if I can pull up the stream.
Sunday.
I'm gonna see if I can pull it up and see if I can pull through the pull open the stream. Can I do that? Yeah, I can. You do that.
Mike, you know it. Mike remembers that back in the day, right?
Here's some of the stuff I got in the show. That's some Simpson stuff there I'm running. Hold on, I got it back to the.
Not one mention of Wednesday singles.
Those aren't my things. Where's my stuff? Oh, there's. Okay, that belt is one.
Ooh, a belt.
Oh, there's a lot of
stuff. There's some cool stuff in there. Look at all those He-Man toys. You got He-Man toys going?
No, that's not mine. Where's my stuff?
That's all the cool stuff. No.
Oh, there's these cards right here. See these cards? These dog cards, Planet of the Apes cards.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, enough of that.
Yeah.
And Wednesday night, 6 o'clock. Wednesday night, 6 o'clock. Every week. Don't miss me and Dan and the Man selling singles, giving out deals. Today, Dan was calling me a beautiful baby, I think. Pretty baby. I forget what it was.
Pretty baby. Is that where doesn't he like kill you in the end? Wasn't that the movie?
I've never seen that movie.
I think it was.
All right. So here we got it. So we got let's see who dressed first here.
For Wednesday singles nights, you guys should like maybe have a little, like you could kind of do that and / like maybe a get some people together, you know, like maybe a little love making, a little matchmaking.
Speed date.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not available. But
well, you maybe the matchmaker, you know?
Yeah, I could be like the Chuck Woolery. We'll be back in 2 and 2.
Yeah. Nobody.
All right, let's get the wheel spinning. Huh?
Nobody remembers that probably.
No, they know that. Everyone in the chat knows that.
All right, let's do it. Uh-oh. All right, I don't mind that. There's plenty.
Yeah. There are plenty, but I didn't really rank them in terms of like a draft order. So I'm already struggling. Yeah, where are we going? All right.
Anyway, so just to sort of explain it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's similar to like in football, you want somebody with hands, speed, that type of thing. But in this one, we're doing like vision / maybe like passing type of stuff. Inside game, outside game. I mean, for centers, outside games maybe a little more less like 3-pointers. It's probably a little more like jump shot. I don't know. Anyway, you can do whatever you want with it. Defense and then toughness / rebounding is what we did.
The perimeter shooting. I mean, yeah, it doesn't have to be exactly a 3, but what's up, Sean? Sean's in the house.
What show were you watching? It's not us.
You must be only looking at half the screen, right, Andy? Do you agree?
Yeah, I do.
I know. I left that open for either of us.
For interpretation, yeah.
Yeah. All right. This guy I would not put like top center of all time.
Yes, correct, Dan. Just
we're drafting centers.
So I will say there's some people that probably did like power forward and centers. I think we have a little bit of most of mine. I think are going to be straight like center.
I took off the guys who were power forwards. I didn't include them.
Well, I didn't pick power forwards, but some of the guys played both.
Yeah, some guys I consider like I don't know if I should throw a name out, but some guys are more.
How about that? Tim
forward.
Duncan, I would say, is a power forward, of course.
And Nowitzki is another one I think is a power forward.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so I left those guys off the list.
Either.
Yeah, okay. All right, that's good. I think we all want pure centers.
Shane's dropping another 180. He's dropping a blind bid.
Oh, wow. Where's the, where do you put that? Where do you throw that up? And you give a personal message?
No,
Sean?
What are you talking about right here?
That's Sean saying Shane's blind bid.
Oh, Shane. I was so confused there. Okay. Gotcha.
Oh, he's live. Oh, really? Oh, he's in a did or maybe first class treasures or something. I don't know where he's at. All right.
Okay.
So this guy is not my top overall center.
Sure.
But it's in a position that I think is a little weaker, not a position, but a category. It's a little weaker than others. I'm going to go Nikola Jokic, outside shooting, outside game.
Okay.
He's one of the best pure shooting centers of all time.
Interesting.
His outside game.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay. This is interesting now because the other thing is we're not allowed to take the guy. If you take him, you can't put him in another spot. Like,
yeah, I know he could have went somewhere else for sure.
Yeah, absolutely could have gone somewhere else. Okay, well, I'm gonna go that route then. I'm gonna go with Vision. I'm gonna go with Arvydas Sabonis.
Yeah,
arguably, like probably one of the best passers in the game. Door wide open.
He also could have been on the outside shooting list.
He could have, yeah. I think both
those guys are sort of similar.
Yeah, but he was definitely known for his passing and kind of he was kind of a magician for being like I don't know how old he was, probably 29 or 30 when he really got in the NBA. And barely could walk. Was still like an incredibly good center.
I heard Kerry American Arbitrage say he put it in a chat in some stream. He was like, not their Sabonis, not your Sabonis, our Sabonis. Or what did he say it? I forget how he said it, but it was pretty clever, whatever he wrote. But I screwed it up. I'm not that clever.
I could tell.
All right. So there we go. Let me put Arvydas Sabonis in the court vision category for you.
Yeah, okay. I feel good about that. Because honestly, it was between him and Nikola Jokic for vision for me. So those are
and I had them both on the outside shooting category too, so it works.
Okay.
All right, so let's get to the first segment, the segment everyone's here for, pretty much. We probably should start doing this later in the show, Andy. I mean, that seems it's the most popular segment. We're giving it away in the beginning.
Yeah.
Let's give the people what they want.
Okay. Sale of the week.
All right, in this segment, we show each other our sales of the week. We want to guess and get within 10% of the selling prices to win. And we'll have to chat to guess along. Third item overall is for the giveaway, and we'll delve into that a little bit shortly here. Andy, I made some new videos, but I forgot to upload them. So new videos coming next week for
great.
winning and losing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, gotcha.
All right, let me pull up my first one here. First item. Here we go. Beautiful floral photo album. What do you think, Andy?
Pretty random. This is just a photo album of photographs of flowers.
It is flowers. Every flower. Andy loves flowers. All right, but it does have photos inside. We have a bunch of 1942 baseball photos. Yankees. This is Yankees versus White Sox.
That's cool.
The one at the bottom right, Joe DiMaggio entering the dugout right there on the right.
So these are like
snapshots, like fan taken photos.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
God,
So, and there's one of a close up of the outside of Comiskey Park.
I think.
Yeah.
By the way, the writing. You didn't do this writing, I'm assuming, right? On the thing.
No, that was done in 1942.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Did everybody write like this in 1942? Because I feel like my grandparents wrote like in this sort of very non-cursive, like
That's how I write.
Capital letter. But you don't. Your handwriting is good.
No, my handwriting's good.
Very cool though. I like the.
My favorite photo in the album. Well, there's a couple of DiMaggio. My favorite photo in the album, not sports at all, was this one. This is a pretty cool one. If that is
that from Orville and Wilbur's?
It is. Yeah, that's Orville and Wilbur's like original bicycle shop before they like made their bicycle new in a flying machine. So I think they actually moved this is not where it's originally was located. They moved the whole building.
Crazy.
So yeah, 1942 album. Packed. It's not all sports. It's Yankees versus White Sox, Yankees versus Cleveland Indians, and then some travel photos.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you don't know anything about who owned this or anything like that?
No, I bought this at a national from a walk-in last year.
Because I would assume that. I mean, I guess they're New York based.
We actually bought it.
Where's Orville and Wilbur right from? Are they?
That's they're Ohio. But
okay.
Yeah, I don't know where. Yeah, this must have been a New York traveling person. When I originally bought this, I had aspirations to sell the photos individually, especially the DiMaggio.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I didn't do that. I have enough stuff. I don't need to be extra projects.
I don't know, man. And how many photos would you say are in this in total, roughly?
Let me see.
Like 100 or something, or
let's see if I put it in the. No, I would say 100, but there are maybe like 25 baseball. The rest travel.
All right. Without seeing every single photo, I can't give it accurate, but I would assume this is pretty expensive, minus the flower album. I'm gonna go. I mean, $425. Dan's at $299. I'm gonna go like $550, $549.99.
$549.99.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
I just feel like there's too many good photos.
Yeah, it's a good album.
I mean, look at this guy. This is bizarre stuff. Almost looks like a Rock'em Sock'em robot. And Timber, he is cold cocked by Tony Mosco.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Real Life comes in the last second $450.
Dan came in with the last minute change.
Dan's feeling the. I mean, Real Life.
Dan's on fire. The first item. Dan always gets the first item.
Everybody was pretty close though.
Yeah.
And by everybody, I mean the three of you.
Everyone in the chat except for you.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Far off.
All right. That's we're going back to Pennants this week. Although I did have quite a few sales that were non-Pennants, but maybe we'll bring those up for a later date.
Skunk.
A little hard to see. I don't know. You tell me. This is the Bend Bandits. It's the inaugural season, 1995. I don't know. Was that Trash Panda or a skunk? Who knows?
Are you talking about this Andy's guess, Shane, or your show? What were we selling, Shane? I heard you're on First Class Treasures.
Oh, like I said, Dan was.
Yeah, we didn't give you proper information, Dan. You're welcome to change. And that wasn't for the giveaway anyway. But it's the last guess count, so you're always good there.
Well, last guess before we announce the price. All right. So, what do you think, Keith?
So, is it Bend Bandits? What year? 90s?
It's the inaugural season, so 1995. It is. There you go. Oh, I thought I showed you the photo.
I didn't see anything.
Yeah,
no, not yet, Shane. That's the next item. You're good.
Shane's.
And the good thing with that, Shane, if you ever have a bad show and you're like not part of a raid train, I'm assuming you weren't. You can just sort of bail, right? Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go $37 on the Bend Bandits. Hawkeye Mike's in at $49.99.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab something. Be right back.
Yep.
It's right here.
Okay, Hawkeye's in a 49. That picture. You know it. Definitely taken by the king. All right, some 37.87. So I think he's taking out 29.99. Okay.
Come on, Dan. I showed Andy. I even bought him that red velvet, I think. Didn't I?
No, you didn't buy the velvet. What is that, velvet? All right, here we go.
To the top rope with Shane McMahon out of the ladder.
Haven't seen that one in a while.
Yeah.
All right, I'll admit you were quite close, but not
Ooh.
quite. $4.20 off of that.
Oh. Like $1.30 off.
Yeah, very close. Good guess. I think I did take. I think it was I had up for 49 and I took 42. So there you go.
All right. So now we're into the giveaway items. So we're going to take you through. Let me do one thing here before. Hold on.
Everybody's close on that. Everybody knows how to price pennants now. Not pulling the wool over anybody's eyes.
True. All right. So we're going to take you through the giveaway. So this item, person who in the chat who gets closest, you can go over, under. You win the giveaway. You win 2 packs, 2 vintage packs, either sport or non-sport. You can let me know your preference, and you get in the cumulative. This time it's 13-week giveaway. This is week 3. Andy will take you through the details of that, who's in the lead and such. So here we go.
All right, so we only got 2 horses so far. So only the first 2 weeks. Our first one was kind of a weird show, so I guess he came back the next time. But tied
Weird
for
show.
first
What are you
place.
talking about a weird show?
Well, I mean, it was just like not our normal.
Oh, it wasn't our normal podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent
weird.
show.
Yeah,
Excellent show.
I'm not saying that. We have Schmidt Auctions writing Confucius. Cornfucius. Cornfucius. All right, fine. Jeez. Give me a second. Tied for first, or unbelievably, we had 2,000 to 1 odds. We have Real Life Perspective Show writing Y2K King. Now that's a little creepy, but I like it. You got really garbage pail. Oh, okay.
I did. I want to try to get a garbage pail.
Even the horse has zits on it.
Dan, sometimes you have to reel the king in, Dan. Sometimes the king has to.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you. Dan just likes me because I buy every Detroit Lion thing that he puts up. Yeah,
I tried. It's not a great likeness, Sean, but I did try to work in a little garbage pail kid vibe into the.
He's got an earring. It's a lot of little subtleties that you.
You really got bulgy eye kind of dude going on there.
Yeah. I'm not sure his eyes are actually in the sock. Like, I'm not sure his eyes are in his head. I think they're in the glasses.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. The horse does not look like a favorite to win. I mean, he's
he's just happy to be there.
he's
happy to be alive, I think.
Yeah, he's just not in the glue factory. He's just thrilled. So there we go.
Perfect.
There you go. All right. So it's a neck and neck race. Neck and neck.
Yeah.
Neck and neck so far.
All right,
Come on,
lay it on me.
All right, let me get him off. Get the music off.
If Shane's here, I'm not sure if I know he was in a little bit. I'm not sure if he's coming back, but we do have a preliminary bid if he does not come back in time to bid, right? I think 189.
What's the scroll? You saw it? You had to scroll back.
I think it was 189, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, let me get the other.
Go for it. I don't think. Yeah, 189 if he's not in, if he doesn't make it back. Okay.
Right. So here we have a little.
It's a golden
figural inkwell.
It's a golden testicle.
Yeah. I photographed this when I was looking out my window of my penthouse apartment in Naples.
That's a lie.
Little photo room action. I wanted the sunset in the background.
I can tell it's not your place because there's not pennants everywhere and packing supplies.
Yeah. It's way too clean. That 2 inches of tables, like far too orderly.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
I just want to make sure. I figured
there's the inside of it. The inkwell.
Okay. And what is this like? Brass or get like?
It's probably cast metal of some sort.
Plated or painted gold.
Yeah, I think it's probably cast metal.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Totally random.
I've had this listed for a long time, and actually,
Is it like a known thing, or is this kind of a one-off piece?
no thing. Yeah, 1913 patent date on it.
Yeah, 14 karat.
No, probably pot metal. Yeah, it's not going to be definitely not gold, not bronze. Yeah. No, I would say no metal value here. It's just the aesthetics and the.
Sure, the paint's held up pretty well on it, though. I will say.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
it being from 1914. All right.
Agree. 13,
Let's see them bids. All right, real life's in at 400. Looking to maintain his lead, or not really? I guess take the lead.
Yeah.
By the way, the shows or his auctions close at almost all at 9 o'clock. I think. I'm not sure when he's ripping. Is he ripping right after that?
Let me look. Good question.
349 from Shane.
All right. Yeah, it shows at 9 o'clock, so he must be. He maybe he's doing the second break first, potentially.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he has a second break, but I'm assuming he does.
Dan's coming at 500.
All right.
Anybody else we're missing?
I know Mark is not available tonight. I was talking to Mark earlier.
That might be it. Good. Smaller crowd tonight, right? Is there anybody that?
Yeah, I think that might be it. Yeah, not a.
Yeah, it's 4. All right. I don't know. I'm gonna go a little bit lower. I feel like I'm gonna go with closer to Hawkeye. I'm gonna go with 174.99.
174.99. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, I know. It's old. I just don't know. Yeah, and he said it's a thing, so I guess they're probably
It's a
collectible.
thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like not like some one-off thing. That's.
Oh, yeah, it's a known commodity.
Yeah.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
All right, I figured. Usually I don't go too much. 300, so that would be.
So let's see. I think it's I think it's Shane.
Yeah, yeah.
There we go.
Shane coming in with his first
down.
horse.
Well, not his first. Well, the first horse this time.
J Rod just missed it.
What's up, J Rod? How's it going, man? What he? Oh, I missed the giveaway. How's it going, Jake?
So,
how you doing, man?
City Rips. Hey, Shane, what do we got for a name for your horse?
Yeah, I mean, what was last time? He was what, a Nightmare, I think, or it was like a horror themed horse.
Yeah. Well, take your time too. You don't have to do it immediately.
By the way,
what? Go ahead.
By the way, a little bonus item here. Let's pull this off real fast. So I bought. Let me do one thing. Spectacles, huh?
Oh, no, that's what look like glasses.
Oh no, they're not.
I like it. Usain Colt.
Usain Colt. Oh, is that what his item is? His name?
His item, yeah. Yeah. I like it. It's a good name.
All right. Let me show you this tab. So I bought this on eBay maybe a month and a half ago.
So Shane's been saving that one up. He knew he was gonna win this week. So okay.
These are small quilts of mini pennants. So I bought these like 2 little round quilts. Paid shout out to my coworker Maya. She took them. I paid her to take them apart for me. She's my quilt assembler, and I got them back this week. And I sold. Let's see which one. I'll have you guess the price. I haven't shipped them yet because they just sold today.
How many did you sell? I
only have 6 listed so far. Yeah, buy it now. These 2 guys. So there's.
Oh wow, they're that small.
Yeah, they're tiny. They're BF. They're
Okay. Yeah, I've seen that size.
Marx Brothers.
Okay.
And then Andy's favorite growing up. He was a big fan. Shirley Temple.
Oh, that's true. I'm a big
Shirley Temple. Huge Shirley Temple fan.
He still loves to drink. That's all he drinks.
Yeah, it's true.
What are they like? What they sell for like $150 a piece or something?
No, I'm asking you to guess.
That's what I'm saying, like $150 a piece.
No, $40 each.
Oh,
$40 each.
I don't know.
So Good. It'll be nice because I have like, how many are in there? Probably like 40 of them. But there's Mickey Mouse in there that I've listed for like 150. So the Mickey Mouse sells for a premium.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely it takes a lot of them to fill up a wall.
All right. Back to it.
Back to the draft. And this is J Ride, right up J Ride's alley. J Ride's a big basketball fan, Utah Jazz fan. So let me get back to
not have any Utah Jazz on my top center people or maker. Okay.
So in case people came in late, we're building our best center by like drafting the best at different categories, different skill sets. So I drafted outside game with Nikola Jokic first, and he went Arvydas Sabonis with court vision, his first pick. Now it's back to Andy on the wraparound.
I mean, I know it's like the deepest spot, but I'm going to go with the most dominant inside player ever to play the game, Shaquille O'Neal, as my inside. What's that face for?
I mean, he was a big dominant guy, but he wasn't even my top that category.
That's insane. He was the most dominant big man ever inside big man to play. Now I'm not saying. So here, I mean, we have a little bit of like probably. I'm sure part of your game, you're going to draft some guy from the 1920s who was a center. I know who you're probably going to go with. I do know you're going to go with, but he was playing against Shaquille O'Neal was playing against real like big people.
You don't assume who I'm taking at all.
Well, anyway.
Shaquille O'Neal just did not have. He had like power. That's all he really had down there.
He was just dominant in there. He had quickness. He had speed. Yeah, I mean, he couldn't.
He didn't have the
wasn't
footwork
shooting outside.
stage.
That's why. But like, that's why. That gives you a perspective of how good he was inside because he didn't shoot outside and he still was averaging.
I think my top three guys were not outside shooters at all in that category. It's just I feel like other people had better footwork down low. But you're right. He was it was hard to defend him. I mean, almost impossible.
Part of the other thing too is that I think the rest of the positions you're not taking another outside shooter, so I have positions there.
Yeah. No, I don't.
And the other two categories I think are a little easier. Yeah, he's right. Okay. He did, but I agree with you, Hawkeye. But that's his inside. That's what I'm saying. Like that's all his whole game is inside game. I'm not saying that he's the best center of all time by any means. I don't think he was, but I do think inside he could not be stopped. Essentially, very few people could actually stop him if he got the ball inside. And I know he didn't have like the best like shooting touch, but he was big enough he'd either slam it on you or he would.
I don't think shooting touch matters in that category. I agree. We can leave it at that. I mean, it's not a bad pick. I had him number 2 in that category for me. But I mean,
all right. I know. I figured this. I also, like I said, I think the other places are inside's deep here too. Obviously, every center is going to be good on the inside. But I mean, part of my outside players are people that were also probably you could consider inside players too. So it's hard to. Anyway, you'll see.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go to the defensive area. There's a lot of great defensive centers. And I mean,
I know. Yeah.
Some guys are defensive specialists and almost had very little offensive game. This guy had offensive game as well, but I think he's one of the greater centers of all time, more based upon his defense. I'm going to go Bill Russell for my defensive center.
Yeah. So that would have been obviously I think that would have been my first choice for defense. I didn't go that route because I do think there was somebody strictly from a defensive perspective that was close. But yeah, that's a good pick, obviously. Bill Russell.
I think I know who you might pick in that spot.
I don't know if you would do, maybe.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see when it comes up.
I don't know if he would have. Wilt was, incredibly good, but he didn't have the same body type. But exactly. It's hard to compare.
And I mean, the Celtics, yeah, how many championships they won. And he was like, they didn't have like huge names outside of him. He was like the force of that team and the defensive end. And
for sure.
all right. So let's get to our next segment here. I like the chat is not loving Andy's picks. So I'll put this poll up.
No, I don't think we're going to put a poll up. We don't need to.
No, I don't. I'm not all about the polls anymore.
Okay.
All right.
I mean,
where the hell's this next segment?
I don't know. What is your?
Here it is.
Find of the week.
All right.
I was looking for a find of the week.
Here's my find of the week. And you know what this is?
It's a bat.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Anything else about that? If you had to describe that on eBay, what would you call that?
An old bat.
That's the kind of listing I love, where it's old bat in the title. I love that. Right? You get a nice little score. That's okay. I can tell you how to describe it if you don't know. That's fine.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay.
It's a ring bat.
Ring bat.
Nailed it.
That's what I wanted. This is an 1880s ring bat. It's a Spalding. It's hard to see it.
I can't see anything right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, you can't really see it on this camera, but there's a round Spalding mark right here. So I bought this on Sunday for my buddy who he found it at the flea market like 10 minutes before I got there. And I gave him a double up on it. So he doubled up on it. You have to watch the video to see what I paid. But 1880s, you can always tell an 1880s bat by the ring being at the center.
Okay.
1890s ring bats, the ring will be on the end.
Okay.
So these were dated 1870s and earlier. So there's a little score. I just cleaned this up today.
How do you clean up that? Oh, is that
good question? I go to the members only section.
I went right into it. You
go to the members only section. You can see how I did that. Yeah.
You drew me into a trap.
Thank you, Andy, very much.
Damn it. I never want to help you.
And also this one too.
Yeah, exactly, Dan.
Another clickbait. Come on now. Andy, did you watch my last video?
Probably not. What was it about?
It wasn't my last video. It was 2 videos ago where the guy was, you were down here. So you probably didn't watch it because you were with me.
I lived it. Yeah, because I lived it.
But the guy was, I bought these 2 t-shirts from him. I gave him $10. And he wanted the hangers back. So I gave him the hangers. And he's like, I started to walk away. He's like, you got to pay me? You got to pay me.
Oh, yeah. I did see that. I saw that.
You saw that? Yeah. So Dan didn't like my accusing me of not paying titling there. I didn't think it was clickbait. I did also get this.
Okay. He's going to go quiet now because he hit his microphone.
Am I still there?
Yeah, you are.
1913. I showed this before. 1913 Brooklyn Dodgers or Brooklyn Nationals panoramic photograph. I bought that in Chicago or Cleveland last year at the National, but it was in a crappy frame. The photo had sort of adhered to the glass a bit, so I had it framed. Got that crappy frame off of it, and
your special framer.
My framer took care of it. Yeah, so now it's easier to sell. I couldn't really sell it the way it was.
Gotcha. All right, very cool. Yeah, I'll have some stuff maybe next week.
Come on, Dan.
I
had some great buys, and Dan, you won't believe how fast I flipped an item in the current video, Dan. Record flip time, Dan. So check it out.
I'll have some stuff next week.
Literally, it was 10 feet. Andy, 10 feet.
Oh yeah.
What you got?
Oh, I've been collecting some stuff. I've been doing a lot of buys. Of a certain style of, I guess not style, but we'll see.
All right, but nothing today.
No, I don't have anything today.
All right. So back to the draft then. Oh, wait, I didn't put I totally messed this up.
Nope.
I took Bill Russell.
You did. Wow.
What did you do again? Oh, you went Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So what do you got for me?
What do I got left? I got inside game, toughness, rebounding, court vision. Court vision, I can take my time. Inside game, so I really got to go toughness, rebounding. All right. There's one guy that really screams to mind for me, who's like a tough force down there, and a rebounding machine. It captures both of those qualities for an
Okay.
NBA center. Happened to play for my beloved Sixers.
Yeah.
Moses Malone.
Yeah,
Moses
okay.
Malone, I mean, he just controlled the boards. He was a dominant force,
He's on my list.
powerful, tough guy down there. So
On my list. Okay. And yeah, just so this is like the attributes of the player too. So like, I know some of these players are more well-rounded than others.
yeah, we're not going the best center of all time on this
Yeah.
list. Yeah, it's like
So
Yeah.
like I'm picking players because of one thing or another. Like for defensive prowess, I'm picking somebody strictly because of his defensive game. Bill Russell was obviously both an incredible defender and, a good overall player. So let me go back to that. I think we're all done, right? We don't have to, in terms of like, there's nothing you can take and that I can't take.
yeah, the competition's out there.
All right. So I'll go defensive here. I'm going to go with a former Sixer, actually, which is tough. I'm going to go with Dikembe Mutombo. One of the most fearsome blocking centers of all time.
Well, I knew you were going to go there. And you said I didn't think I would know you were going to go. But
Oh, I didn't know that you would.
yeah, I knew that's because he would. But your inside game guy, Dikembe couldn't handle Shaquille O'Neal. So, I mean, it's sort of.
Well, that's part of that is just how dominant Shaquille is. So that's what I'm going to go with that. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's that.
No, I
after
agree.
that-
He's like a defensive specialist. I agree. I mean, that's like he didn't have much of an offensive game at all, but that doesn't matter with how we're drafting here. So,
Exactly.
all right. Let's.
Yeah, no, I absolutely couldn't score. I mean, he only scored if he got the ball and put it back, or got rebounds. He's also a very good rebounder as well, but really just like very quick feet and could I don't know. Sometimes people can have all the physical attributes, but they're not great shot blockers. There's just something about it, like it's like an
Timing.
added skill.
Timing.
Like Theo Ratliff, you remember him? He was horrible, but he was like a block shot.
No, he was
blocking-
good, man. He got hurt
nightmare.
though. He was great with the Sixers. Then he got hurt.
But
But
like
he went
even
to Detroit after that.
yeah, but even him, he was like he was undersized and stuff too. A lot of these guys. I mean, Dikembe was maybe 7 foot. I don't know if he
He was
probably
over 7
under
foot.
that. You think he was?
No, he was 7'1", 7'2".
Oh, really?
Look him up.
I guess I
Yeah,
didn't think he was that tall.
let me look him up. See how tall he was.
He certainly was skinny, but
7'2".
I mean, oh wow, okay, I didn't realize he was that big.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's go to another segment here.
What are you wearing?
Pastime Picks Drip. Drip, drip, drip.
Love this segment for some reason.
Did you hate that?
Shirts. That's why you like it so much.
Huh?
You have all these weird shirts and stuff.
We
that
got to
you've
start buying
gotten.
some weird shirts, Andy.
I know. Well, I got a pretty weird one today, so I'll
Oh, good. Okay. All right. Well, you start it off then.
All right. Well, this is one of my band shirts, but it's kind of cool. This is you see
Like
that?
California raisin.
No, it's can you read that?
Very weird looking raisin.
I don't think it's a raisin. I think it's a piece of wood.
Oh, okay. California
so-
wood.
Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats. You ever hear of them?
Not at all.
Oh, great band. Anyway, good band. This guy up at the top, I forget what is he saying? He's saying 3 nights of feeling right at the Red Rock. So this is like at the Red Rocks.
Oh, I love the Red Rock. I mean, I've never
Yeah.
been there, but I've watched concerts there on YouTube.
Yeah,
Looks like a pretty cool place to see a concert.
for sure.
Nathaniel Hawthorne and the Night Sweats.
Rateliff or Ratliff.
Ra-
I don't know how they goes by Ratliff or Ratliff. I don't know if
Okay.
you'll like them. Also, I'm gonna go.
Probably
I'll,
not.
I'll do a little hat swag too. This is the White Caps. It's in Michigan. It's the Michigan, or I'm sorry, not the Michigan, but the Tigers. Was it AA, triple? I'm not sure. Whatever their higher ranked is.
It did look
Yeah,
like
I
a
know.
paper emoji.
It's a little hard to see on screen, but this is like their secondary hat or something like that. I have a couple White Caps hat. That team is absolutely stacked with superstars right now, just waiting to get into the big leagues.
That's cool.
But there you go.
Very good. All right, so I'm busting out. Well, first I got the Eagles spell hat. That's a pretty rare Eagles hat there. With it spells out all to the side. You just look at it, look like Could be a bagel hat. You don't know what the hell's going on there, but
bagels. Yeah.
yeah. And then I got the
seagulls. Good seagulls.
Little freak action, little Javon Curse with the tongue out.
Yeah.
Javon. There we go. So that's what I got going on. A little caricature shirt. I'm actually, I think I probably talked about it on the podcast last week, maybe, but I'm going to be the full like sports curator for a new vintage clothing store that's opening up in my town, Media. And I pulled out from my own closet. I pulled some personals out from my closet that I'm going to put in the store. But I'm not going to get rid of any of my my player tees. That's what all that stuff I kept. All my crew necks I kept. Just some of the rare, like this large logo Eagle starter T-shirt.
You
gonna put that in the shop.
You
so
still wear as much or something, or
yeah, I just didn't. I didn't wear it a ton. I mean, it's like a $250 shirt, so I'll put it in the shop, and because there are Eagles that hang out on that street. I mean, Zach Bond was in my buddy's store this past week.
You gonna put a picture of you like, come over and see my stuff.
I should say my new tags. I have them upstairs, but yeah. So I'm hoping, hey, if Zach Bond buys my shirt, man, I'm happy to pass it along. Nolan Smith lives around the corner. All right, enough about the drippity drip, Andy. Let's get back to the draft. Was it me or you?
It is. No, it's me, right? Because I went. Yeah, and then you'll hit the last stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. We got toughness and outside game left, right? So here's the thing about. Okay, I'm going to go outside.
What's with the spacing on this one?
I know your guy, Nikola Jokic. I guess he shoots threes, right? He's kind of a 3-point shooter, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's not like shooting a ton of them, but certainly can. A lot of the players that I picked on the outside, because I had Jokic there, but I picked players that were kind of not like around the basket. They were kind of more outside of the basket, like kind of surrounding, like, 10 feet back or something, not 3-point guys as much. So I'm going to go from a skill position player outside shooting. I'm going to go with Yao Ming. He was super effective, super tall, but very that mid game, which I think is not necessarily inside, like outside the key. He's very, very good. What is that face for?
I mean, yeah, it's an interesting pick. I mean, how long did he play? Like 6 months? How long did Yao Ming play?
No, he played for a while. He's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but that's not the NBA Hall of Fame. That's the professional basketball Hall of Fame. Yeah,
I'm taking him at their bet. His name's not Yao Ming, by the way.
Mink. I know it's not Mink. Oh, I did. Yeah. Typo.
And I'm not taking him I'm taking him at their best. He played for several years. So that's what I'm going with.
They did, yeah. Okay. 02 to 11. I didn't think he played that long.
Yeah. Very effective.
All right.
So there's some other spots there that I could have taken. Not taken, but potentially would have grabbed somebody. But
I'm shocked he's an 8-time All-Star. Was he that great when he was in? I mean,
yeah, I he was that great.
I don't know. I gotta delve more into that.
Go for it.
All right.
Hawkeye knows how good Yao Ming was, right, Hawkeye?
I haven't heard him say anything yet.
Yeah.
Let me look up Yao Ming's stats.
Gotta call him out.
Let's see. Let me delve into the stats here real fast. Basketballreference.com.
Get out of here. No idea what I'm drinking tonight.
I know, right? What is going on over there, Mike?
Yao Ming is incredibly good on the outside. I'm not going to argue. Go ahead. You do it. Thank you.
He didn't shoot it. It looks like he shot no 3-pointers. He didn't shoot. Yeah. I mean, I know that's not the whole category, but
yeah.
I mean, shocked he actually 0. He didn't shoot it ever.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
It was much more of like a post up, like shooting outside.
Post up is an inside game.
Not relax. And what I'm saying is he wasn't like, he was posting up like, not 10 feet, but a feet away.
David Robinson. You're saying he's a mid-range shooter. You're saying
mid-range. Yeah. He was so effective because he was 7'6", and like people just couldn't get up to block him. So, and he was such a very incredibly good touch.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
there you go.
All right, so over to me. Let's see what we got. Inside game. We got court vision left. Let me look at my list real fast. Inside game is tough because I have two guys, and they were. I feel like one guy is the quintessential, like, perfect center from an inside game standpoint with his moves, like how graceful he was, how he had, put play in the post, his post down, back down game.
Did he have a specific shot that he used a lot?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. That's the other guy in my
Yeah.
list who could score in a myriad of ways, sort of invented ways to score.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go Hakeem Olajuwon. I'm going the first guy who just was so graceful around the basket. His footwork far superior than Shaq's.
See, I also had Hakeem on the outside because he was so effective there too.
Oh, he was one of the best centers of all
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course,
he could be on the
absolutely.
defense, a top
Yeah.
defender list too, right?
I think he still holds the record for blocks, if I'm not mistaken. I think.
Yeah,
he was the
so-
most,
Hakeem. I mean, I feel like Joel Embiid is the modern version of Hakeem. I mean, he got his injuries are going to hold him back, but his inside game is very similar to Olajuwon.
So I had Joel Embiid on the outside.
Oh yeah, no, exactly. They're very. I mean, they're
Yeah.
similar.
I know.
But yeah,
it
Joel-
is. It's like a tough on where you put them. I think it'll be a little bit easier, maybe, if we like centers are tough a little bit because it's kind of dominated by a handful of centers that you probably would fit in anywhere you can.
Yeah.
But okay, not bad. I had
Not
Hakeem
bad.
in a couple different spots. I wasn't sure where I was going to take him at if I was going to, but
All right. Do you want to do a rip on your end, or you want to just go into the next round?
up to you. I can do a rip if you want.
Your call. Yeah, your call.
What do you want? Should I rip a Minecraft box? We haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, have
No?
we ever done that?
I don't know. Probably not.
Rip-
I did rip one. You want
Rip
to
a
rip
pack.
that?
Rip a pack from it. Yeah, rip a pack.
There's only a few packs in here, so I'll
Alright.
run through them real quick. Let me just
Let me,
add my screen. I don't know if anybody's a Minecraft. I'm not really a Minecraft guy myself, but we did buy him. There you go. There's a couple people were really all the rage over him. I guess you're looking for a chicken jockey 101 or something. I'm not even sure if that exists, but I know people like chicken jockeys. So
Can you get a chicken jockey auto?
I don't know. I'm not sure there are autos in here. Find 6 parallels per box on average.
Dan knows about Minecraft. Really, Dan? Do you play it?
Well, this is perfect for you, Dan, because I don't know too much about Minecraft. I just know.
I know less than Andy, and Andy knows nothing about anything.
Ooh, that's kind of a cool looking card, though.
Yeah.
The end.
That's a
Greetings
good
from the end. It's kind of cool. And
Oh,
also
back the ends.
Yeah, that one's a fancier one though. Then we got crying obsidian, gold ingot, frog, bat. This is like a 6-year-old had like how to learn to read.
I know, Mike. I know. I it's a fair point. I mean, I feel like there's
He's
several
got the
guys
top.
who believe in that belong in that list.
Creeper. We got Tyga, I guess. We got cake, I think. Wheat. That doesn't make sense.
Cake.
Redstone. It looks like a cake. I think that's what it is. Iron Golem.
Gollum probably, right? Like Gollum, like the
Well,
maybe
you
it's
can say either.
I don't even know.
Evoker. I haven't seen the chicken jockey yet. Creeper. Is a frog good, Sean? I don't know.
That was Andy's nickname in high school, Sean. Creeper.
They both are creepers. Every kid's a creeper, by the way, I think. Back then. Cobblestone. Just looking to trying to find a boob. That's
Oh,
all
it is a
we're doing.
golem. Oh, what?
Polar bear.
We're off the rails tonight.
Dolphin. So it's hard to tell if these are.
By the way, I just got a bid on the Dallas Cowboys in my break tomorrow night. So the bids are coming in, people. Get over to dibdickcards.com. Get your bids on the Rod's break is ending in moments.
I'll check. I'll check if I have a number for sure. Books.
Yeah, I take Chicken Jockey over Creeper.
Crying.
Yeah, what's up with all this King of Pennants love, Dan? What's up, Dan?
Well, sometimes
But shout out
Game likes game, so Kai and the Wit. I got 2 more packs.
By the way, though, I will say Dan has like my back when it comes to he's really leading the.
God, there's a lot of this greetings from these. These are all like the nice cards, but I don't think you want those.
He's leading the firestorm on the no S in sport flips, Andy. He's really helping me spread the word.
Oh yeah. I'm aghast that he's doing that. Woohoo! He's being very nice.
It's lame.
I'm just trying to make these somewhat interesting.
Yeah.
At least to me. I don't know. All right, we got Gold Ingot. This is like a fancy card. This is like a.
What's up, Johnny? Frizzy's Finds in the house. Eddie, I was on the Finders Keepers Resale podcast this past week. Nice. Or was it maybe the week before last? Definitely check out Frizzy's Finds YouTube channel.
Drowned and Ender Dragon. There we go. That's it. That's it for me.
You came in at a weird time, Johnny, when we're Andy was ripping a Minecraft box, and we know nothing about Minecraft. So
we know as much about Minecraft as we do about Pokemon.
Oh yeah, we know even less. Yeah. All right, get that off the stage there.
All right, we got last one.
Back to the draft. So yeah, we're building the all-time center based on different skill sets here. So yeah, it was riveting, right? Is it me or you, Andy? I think it was me.
Yeah. So you're on Court Vision.
Court Vision. So this is where I did save the best center for all time for this spot. Once I knew Andy had taken Arvydas Sabonis, because despite having 100-point game, Walt was like an amazing passer. He led the league in assist one year when people said, "Oh, he's only a scorer." He went out and led the league in assist from the center spot. Will Chamberlain, Court Vision, could do it all.
Good pick. You basically got the best centers of all time. Just in, I kind of went strictly by their attributes. I think a little more.
Revoking my 76ers card. Oh, I drafted him, Mike.
I'm on toughness here. I got a couple, but I'm going to go with a guy from Georgetown. Really was one of the more dominant players in college, along with was he after Patrick Ewing? I can't remember. Anyway, Alonzo Mourning.
I think you're going Mourning or Mewing.
No, Alonzo Mourning. He was a just dominant, rough and tough guy. He used to get in fights all the time, and also great defender and maybe.
Mike, I did take Moses, Mike. Moses is beloved. Andy, I hate that pick. I mean, Ewing is a thumper, a bumper. Ewing was nasty.
Watch some of Alonzo Mourning. Alonzo was a beast. Thank you, Dan.
I think he's
to each their own.
Yeah, I agree. I'll put him in there. I'm shocked. I'm shocked and stupefied at that pick. I'm mourning your pick.
Yeah.
That's the draft.
Patrick Ewing was always hurt. He was the one. He was taking dives all the time. He was rough and tumble but he would take cheap shots. Alonzo Mourning was just.
Oh, I want a cheap shot artist. I want my guys.
He's also rebounding too. He was not like a great rebounder. Mourning was.
No. I agree. Why I didn't take Ewing anyway. I'm just saying.
You were saying I should have. Yeah, Garnett though. I think Garnett's more of a. He's a small forward, honestly. It's power forward. He wasn't really a center.
I mean, as far as tough centers, I think I would go Ben Wallace for toughness. Ben Wallace is a pretty tough center.
I had him on my defense, but I didn't have him for because he was a defensive player of the year.
Rasheed Wallace.
Rasheed Wallace is a power forward.
Yeah. I mean, he was like tweener, but I think they're both similar.
Well, let's go. We can go through some other. Why don't we go through our?
Yeah, I'm shocked. Yeah, exactly. King Sheepcut. King Sheepcut. Not see that.
I don't know.
Why am I saying Sheepcut? Cheap shot. King Lambier. I agree. I mean,
yeah, Lambier again. Lambier was. I mean, he's a tweener a little bit. I had Rick Mahorn as on the toughness. If we're going straight toughness,
I think Mahorn is much more power forward than Lambier. I think Lambier is pure center.
Well, no, Rick Mahorn played center. He definitely played center, and so did Lambier. But they were both like he was. I'm not. I looked it up, believe me, and I remember he was.
I know he played for center. He played power forward for the Sixers. Mahorn.
Yeah, he did. It says it right here. Power forward and center he's 6'10", so he was definitely, I mean, especially back then, he was probably the same size as.
But I'm talking about on the Pistons. I mean, Lambier was their center. Mahorn was their power forward, right?
Lambier really wasn't their center.
Let me look up the starting five of the. What year was that? 88.
He's a power forward. They list him as a power forward.
1989. Is it 89?
Yeah. 90 and 91 maybe, or 89 and 90. I think is what it was.
Yeah, this has they don't even have Mahorn on that in 89-90.
Mahorn was
Aguirre. It was the center on this team.
Who was Lambier?
Yeah, it's John Sally, Mark Aguirre, Dumars.
Yeah. They didn't really have a center. I mean, they didn't have like a traditional center position because it was John Sally, was Lambier. They also had this guy Edwards, who's a big center, but
Mike had spoken. He is a center, definitely. I mean, I agree. He's not the quintessential center. They didn't have one, but he was the center on their on the pregame. They're going to show the starting five. He would be listed at center. Lambier, I feel like.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Either way, I didn't take him, so it doesn't matter. I didn't have him. He wasn't on my list. He also, I think, Rick Mahorn was a better rebounder and a tougher than Lambier. Lambier was just a cheap shot guy. Anyway.
Yeah, I agree. Lambier was not tough. He was like faux tough, and it was just a dirty player. He was like the Matthew Barnaby of the NBA at that time period, right? He had very little skill set, but he just get under your skin. Yeah, I'm sure there's value in that, but I guess he was a good free throw shooter.
They did, okay, but they didn't have a traditional. I don't think. Put it this way, I don't think Lambier was always guarding the center of the other team. In fact, he probably wasn't most of the time. He's probably guarding the power forward more. He was a piece of shit. He was also not a great. He was a coach, I think, for a women's team too. I didn't go over very well.
Was he like? Did he get a little physical? Or something?
May have gotten a little handsy at times. I don't know.
Yeah, something. So he got into trouble for being too aggressive with whatever he did. I don't know.
So,
I think, allegedly, because I'm not sure about that.
He's going to sue you. What else? Who else did you have for Vision? Do you have anybody else there?
Let me get my list here. Vision. I had Bill Walton on my list of Vision.
Bill Walton was my number 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. I mean, I think. Let's see what else.
You wouldn't let him coach his worst time. Yeah.
I think a lot of the other lists there was a lot of overlap. The only guy we alluded to, but we didn't mention, was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
See, I think I could have put him. I had him inside and outside because his skyhook was sort of inside move, but it would be from 10 feet out sometimes.
Yeah, but still a post play.
Yeah,
I mean, I think I don't look at that as an outside game.
I got you. Yeah, the outside is a little bit weird, but so my outside was Yao Ming, Hakeem. I know he is inside, but he had outside moves. And Joel Embiid, honestly, I had David Robinson as defensive, so I had him as my 3rd defensive player.
I actually didn't have him on my list at all, Mike. I'm ashamed to say, you already hate my picks, some of them.
I love the Admiral. He was great.
Yeah.
But
I agree. I mean, Joel Embiid, one of the most athletic, for a guy who never played basketball until he was a teenager, played soccer in Cameroon. Yeah. I mean, as far as skill set, the most athletic big man I think has ever played. But unfortunately, the moment he came into the NBA, was dealing with injuries, and now has severe knee problems. Yeah. But I
think he's got a similar kind of game and style to Yao Ming, a little, not style, but he was just very both of them are very skilled.
Probably if you blend Olajuwon and Yao Ming, because his inside game, and also he has the Euro step. His like Euro step game is like unbelievable. And not many guys, nobody was doing the Euro step back in that time period with.
And it's changed so much now too that like half the players, you know, like you got Wembanyama, who is basically a 3-point shooter too. He's a center, but like the game's changed so much now that you can't even really. I mean, the only guy, Nikola Jokic, I think you could sort of say that for, because he's kind of now.
Say what? I missed.
And he's an outside player, like, you know, has outside game. Like the game's changed so much now that all of the centers that are coming in the league can shoot 3-pointers.
Yeah,
so,
there aren't many like pure. There are very little pure inside guys, unless they're just like the, you know,
or defensive. Yeah, players. But
I mean, Joel, if when Joel's at his best, he's like a back down. Like you just can't stop him. He's getting fouled every play, going to the hoop.
Yeah,
and he's like an 85% free throw shooter, which is like, I mean, one of the better free throw shooters of all time as well. So we didn't put that. We talked about putting free throws on the list. I know it's not an exciting category, but it is an important category for a center, unlike Hack-a-Shaq. So
he's not part of that, but yeah.
There
you go. Well, yeah, we'll probably. I think we can revisit this on different sports and different positions, even in.
It's either get a rise out of some people. Dan,
I know,
especially Hawkeye Mike. We've riled Hawkeye Mike up in the chat.
Some.
I know. I Mike. I had him on my list. I mentioned him at least.
He was on multiple lists for me. If Keith took Shaq, I would have taken Kareem as my inside pick. And if I was up in the air between Yao Ming and Kareem on the outside. But
and let's face it, me and Andy, I mean, our age, I think our heyday of watching basketball, Olajuwon was everything. I mean,
Kareem was at the very probably tail end.
We saw Jabbar play, but he was at the end of his career. We didn't see like peak Lou Alcindor back in the 60s.
We saw Kareem with rec specs and a balding head. Like that's
the 85 Lakers with Magic. That was not him at his prime. So
yeah, Shaq would have lost the foul shot for sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, and this is the way I did it. I know Keith did some. I mean, Keith ended up with, you know, obviously incredible players too. I went strictly like the attribute, right? So,
I won the Orioles in picking and punching's break.
I'm up on my Detroit. We'll see if I can get them.
Guys, if you guys want to get on picking and punching break, let me pull it up on the screen here, actually. See where things are. I know last time
it's a hot one.
I know last time I think I had my information showing, so I'm not going to do that again.
You probably wait for a little bit. But there you go. What'd you get the Orioles for?
$6.
Not bad.
They're going cheap. So if you got, why is this not sharing? Oh, here it is.
Yeah, the Skyhook was. I almost think that we should have not. I almost think like a revolutionary part.
Royals are getting some action. They were $16 in the Royals.
Yeah, because that dude just got pulled up from.
Yeah, Caglione.
Yeah.
Let's see, Twins at $7. Brewers.
There's some people out there. Washington.
Yeah. And look at this great breakdown here, Andy. Look at these. No bids yet on the Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. for $1. You get on the double optic, and let's see what we got here on the Lions. Where's the Lions at? One bid $1. Get the Barry. We're due for a Barry Sanders rookie card.
That's tomorrow. Okay. Gotcha.
Tomorrow night, 10:00.
Yeah, Robert Parrish. We only had a certain amount, really, though. I mean, we didn't have like tons and tons of positions. Maybe we should have done 2 at each position or something. You could have done that, but
yeah, no, yeah, I definitely don't.
I didn't have Robert Parrish on my list. I don't know where I would have maybe defensive or toughness.
I didn't consider him, nor would I. I don't feel like he deserved to be there personally. I don't really feel like he was a great center. I mean, he was a great part of a great team, but he was like the. He was pretty good. He was pretty good.
Yeah.
But I don't think he belonged in the same conversation as those guys that we had there.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there was anybody that was like kind of weirdly undrafted or something. I mean, yeah, I guess Tim Duncan was, I think, a power forward. We would have called him that. I think he would inside scoring, or probably would have been Duncan, could have been on the list too. Power forward wise, though.
I'm just shocked Morning's on the list.
I think you should look at and actually check into what he did. He was an absolute monster for when he was playing. He didn't have a long career like a lot of people, but
yeah.
All right, looks like I got the Tigers. That's all I need.
Yeah, I'll take a look, Mike. I'll take a look. I actually have his rookie card over there that I pulled out of a pack on the on one of our. Remember that we opened that pack, the 80-81 Andy, the triple folder.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the Paris rookie card. Should get that graded. But I think I'm not even 100% sure where it is, though, to be honest.
I was bidding on a bunch of it's like a Detroit auction type of house that has a bunch of Detroit stuff, but they have sometimes. I just don't think that they get as much, viewing as eBay does. And they had a triple. They had the good triple up. I forget what the good triple rookie. The Bird, what is it? Bird, Ewing, and Magic. Is that what it is?
Bird, Magic, and Dr. J is the big
Dr.
one.
J.
Yeah.
It's really interesting what happened with Jordan Lawler.
They're live with the break
They called
now.
him up, and then he didn't even.
But they're just talking about
didn't start him. They just kind of like played him as a utility.
That's Tim
guy.
over the years. Can you hear the audio?
And he couldn't.
Yeah.
Get any rhythm at the plate. He was like 0 for 19, and then he had a.
All right.
Should we sign off?
Well, thanks, Mike. Thanks for hanging out, man. Hold on. Let me mute my thing here.
Well, Hawkeye, I don't think you're not old. In my opinion, you're not that old. So,
Oh, Eddie, we get the video, the name for the horse again. I know he said it
for Soda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usain Colt.
Usain Colt. Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
All right.
Have a great night, Mike.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, Mike. Yeah, we missed a lot of the heyday of those guys. So yeah, it's definitely a generational thing where, I mean, I know I think I drafted Wilt overall number 1 when we drafted centers, but
and I don't think I'm not even sure where I picked Shaq, but I know it wasn't high.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with us. We're going to be, we'll be back on. Actually, we're not going to be on next week. A week off.
Well, it's up to you. We potentially could if you want. I'll be remote though. I'm going to be in at the beach, but I potentially could go on if you want to do it.
We'll talk about it. Yeah, we'll talk about it. So, guys, remember tomorrow night, my break. Next Wednesday night, don't miss the Dan and Demand and Vintage Sport Flip Show, 6 p.m. on dibditcards.com. And then I will be I'll be live tomorrow night, 10 p.m. doing a break. Sunday night, 7 p.m. on Dibdit, selling great deals. Mike, you should check out some great sports memorabilia over there on Sunday night. I know you're all in most of the Dibdit shows I do. And then I guess that's it. Anything else? Oh, check out the Reseller Island podcast, of course. That'll probably drop on maybe Friday, more likely Monday. We shall see. So cool. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us. Fun night. We'll do something like this again soon, and we'll check you next time. Peace.
Oh.